Okay, so this lesson is going to review how to write function rules based on whether I give you a table, ordered pairs, mapping, or a graph. And what we're going to do is first find what's called the rate of change. And the way we're going to do that is by first finding the change of your x values. So in this case, in this table, it was changing by 1. The y values are changing by 2. So to find the rate of change, we're going to find the change of the y values and divide it by the change of the x values. And that's going to tell us for every change of y, or every one change of x, what is the y changing by. This one's nice and easy. The y's are changing by 2 every time the x's change by 1. So this gives you a rate of change of 2. Your rate of change, you're going to multiply by each input value, or by every x value. So we're going to start our equation as y equals 2x. This is our rate of change. From here, we're going to see if this is correct, because maybe there's something that we need to add or subtract at the end. So let's take a look. Let's plug in into our calculator what we've got so far. Okay, it says 2x. Let's take a look at the table and see if this matches. Okay, for 1, it's supposed to be 7, but this, you can see, is saying 2. It's saying 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's actually saying 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's what our calculator told us, right? So obviously, we do not have the right answer right now, but there's probably something we can do so we can get the right answer. So how do I get from 2 to 7? Well, I know I could add 5. How about 4 to 9? Does that same rule work? Does 4 plus 5 make 9? How about 6 plus 5? Is that 11? Looks like it's working every single time. So, last thing I'm going to do is check. I'm going to change this and add the plus 5 at the end. Let's take a peek back at the table and see if this really worked. 1, 7, 2, 9, 3, 11, 4, 13, 5, 15. Looks like we have our equation. All right, the next one, we're going to find the change of y and the change of x. So let's look at our y values. Let me underline them. 2, 5, 8, 11. These guys are changing by 3. So my change of y, change of x, my y's are changing by 3. Let's check the x values. Okay, they're just going up by 1, right? They're going up 1 every time. 3 divided by 1 is 3. So we're going to start by multiplying the rate of change by x. And we're going to test this in our calculator and see if it works. 3x. Okay, so that means we're going to look now at our table. Okay, this is saying 1, 3, 2, 6. Ours is saying 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 9. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't right. How do I get from 3 to the right answer, 2? And from 6 to the right answer, 5? And from 9 to the right answer, 8? Well, it looks like we can subtract 1 from that every time, and that would work. 3 minus 1 is 2, 6 minus 1 is 5. So let's test it. Minus 1. And now the numbers are working. 1, 2, 2, 5, 3, 8, 4, 11. So we've got our equation. Okay, let's take a look at if I have a graph. Now, I'm going to just kind of choose a couple of the points and put them together in a table, and we're going to do the same exact thing. Okay, this ordered pair right here is 2, 2. This one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is 4, 6. Okay, so change of y over change of x. The y's are changing by 2. The x's are changing by 1. We're going to start with y equals 2x. We're going to plug that in and test our numbers. Okay, 2 says 4, 3, 6, and this says 8. So, as you can see, this isn't right. How do I get from 8 to 6, from 6 to 4, from 4 to 2? All of those by subtracting 2. Okay, last one. Change of y over the change of x. This is called mapping, right? So let's find this change of y. These guys are going up by 50. The x's are going up by 10. So 50 divided by 10 is 5. This is what's going to start our equation. Let's try it. Okay. I'm going to have my calculator start at 10. And for this problem, I'm going to have it count by tens. Okay. So 10, it's saying 50. This is saying 100. This is saying 150. And this is saying 200. Okay, so as you can see, it didn't work. But how do I get from 50 to 43? From 100 to 93, and so on. It looks like every time I can subtract 7. Okay, so if I go in and change this to 5x minus 7, it's working. Okay, so this is my equation. And that's how you find the function rule, or the equation, for a set of ordered pairs, or a table, or a mapping, or whatever you have.